It's Super Sunday and it's once again a double header today, ladies and gentlemen. IPL is heating up. We're into the fag end of the tournament in the second half. And today we have a couple of big games. Firstly, at the Narendra Modi Stadium, it's Gujarat Titans versus the Royal Challengers Bengaluru. And then we shift to Chepauk once again, which was breached by one side, which is the Lucknow Super Giants. Now it's time for the heavyweights, I must say. Sunrisers Hyderabad, who will visit there. I have Deepu with me. Deepu, pretty much happy with what happened yesterday for the Delhi Capitals, but now it's time. Today's two big games, especially the day game for 2 points. Both the teams desperately need that.
Well, yeah, pretty happy with the win for Delhi Capitals. It was such kind of a win that not the win, but I had to watch it on loop again just to see Fraser bat. That highlights again. It's an icing on the cake. More than the win, I was happy for the batting, and we made our highest score in the IPL. So yeah,
Yeah,
coming on, we have to move on. So yeah, coming on to today, we have two double headers again, and RCB and GT. GT are coming off a heartbreaking loss against the very same side, Delhi Capitals, and RCB have just found their mojo back somehow, beating the Sunrisers Hyderabad. They have, as they call it, the payback
yeah,
week. They have done perfectly at Hyderabad. So it's important that they keep on winning because for teams like DC and all others who are locked up in the middle, it'll just help them. For GT, I think the race is not over yet. They can come back and they are playing at the Modi Stadium. So
yeah,
it's pretty much up for them to prove their point.
absolutely. It's an afternoon game. We'll kickstart with the whole afternoon game first. Not expecting a packed stadium just because it's an afternoon game, but let's kickstart with the head-to-head between GT and RCB. Three games have been played between each other, two times going towards GT and once only to RCB. Narendra Modi Stadium has been an okay kind of a venue for GT. They started off proceedings defeating the Mumbai Indians at tough, then later on just slipped a couple of losses to Delhi Capitals and to here and there to Sunrise Hyderabad. So, what's your take? Should you say it's a neutral venue for GT, not a home ground, to be very honest?
Yeah, we can say so. Particularly for the night games, the way they got 89 all out against Delhi, even though we bowled really well over there, and that was a spicy wicket, a sticky kind of a nature of a wicket. But whereas they have played a day game here in Ahmedabad, I think it was against the Sunrisers where these
Sunrisers
guys were
Hyderabad, yeah.
pretty comfortably. So yeah, they should have those memories in them, and also the fact that this is a ground where they will fancy their chances. And RCB bowling, even though I feel it still was a one-off performance, and there is room for inconsistency for these guys. So I feel GT will be will be the favorites entering tomorrow to the
Okay.
ground, and also the fact that yes, Dayal, even though he's played for the same franchise, but he needs that support from the other bowlers. Swapnil
Yeah.
Singh was awesome for RCB, but I feel it was a one-off game, and GT might just be a little too hot to handle for RCB.
Okay, GT might just be a little too hot to handle for RCB at home. Let's take a look into the pitch report of the Narendra Modi Stadium. Here is the pitch. 30 matches have been played. 16 times the team chasing have been victorious. The only day game we had where Gujarat Titans chased down the total. So, what's your take on this one, Deepu? Day game at 3
Uh,
o'clock. The toss, who will win and what are they going to elect?
I feel they'll bat first. Beg your pardon, they'll bowl first. The reason
Okay.
being that this track, even during the day game, plays a little bit slow, but tends to quicken up a bit. Just gets a little bit better, even in when the lights set up in, and we are into that 6 p.m. mark. So I feel the team winning the toss will chase here, and we have seen in the World Cup as well. How the Aussies got the better of us, and also
Yeah.
the fact that. It's the pitch gets better under lights,
Yeah.
and some part of the innings will be played in it. So I feel the teams winning the toss will chase.
Okay, so you're expecting the team winning the toss with chase at the Narendra Modi Stadium. I won't be surprised if it happens. So, let's take a look at the key insights the team learned from the previous game. For the Gujarat Titans, the home team, they got a thumping loss against the Delhi Capitals at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. Mohit Sharma was very expensive. He went to the cleaners against Rishabh Pant. Spinners did not deliver the way they delivered at the Mulanpur Stadium against Punjab. They could not deliver that way at the Feroz Shah Kotla. But the middle order got exposed once again in the run chase. They were pretty much here and there. If the sums like Tewati and Miller was there, they could have had a very close game. They lost by 4 runs. Rashid Khan had to hit one blow. So the middle order is a concern once again for GT.
Not really. Coming on, Miller played a fine knock. Andrik Nokia helped him very well with the short boundaries and those 150 kph deliveries. Rashid Khan again, it was credited to the fielders that Abhishek Porel dropped an easy catch at deep square leg. Sai Sudarshan again, it was all DC's missed chances that these guys scored the runs, and those were good runs of Miller and Sai Sudarshan. So I feel batting is doing good. It's just that they do a little bit better while chasing instead of batting first. So that is the reason that from a GT's perspective, they should chase tomorrow. So yeah, I mean it will be good for them. And coming on, it's a day game, so spinners will come into play. There will be some turn on offer, and as we are entering in the month of May, the conditions will get hotter. The pitches will get tired. So there will be a handful amount of turn. So we might not see the big scores tomorrow. Maybe 170, 180 odd games. So yeah, it's from GT's perspective, they know they'll favor the sun.
Okay, so you are expecting for GT's perspective it will be good enough a battle, but when it comes to the fixtures, these two teams face each other twice back to back. So where do you look into 2 points each to each other's in their home game, or is it 4 points to anybody? What's your predictions?
I mean, both the teams, are coming. I mean, RCB are coming off a morale boosting win. So they'll be on a high. GT again, they are coming from a gut wrenching loss. So I feel, uh, coming on, I feel GT might just win tomorrow, and RCB
Okay.
might just return favor in the reverse fixture. And it's exciting to see both the teams will be colliding in back-to-back games.
Yep.
No game in between, so it's exciting to watch. And I feel the 2 points will be shared among the two sides.
2 points will be shared amongst themselves at home. But when it comes to Royal Challengers Bengaluru, you spoke about those. But indeed, as a Virat Kohli fan, we can say Virat Kohli's strike rate was a concern the last game. Rajat Patida played a blistering loss, definitely deserved the man of the match. The spinners were fantastic, be it Swapnil Singh, be it Karan Sharma. Talk us through these 3 pointers.
Yeah, I mean, it was very heartbreaking to see Virat play with that strike rate, and I mean, there has been a lot of criticism, but I just haven't heard it. I've just avoided to heard it because it's surprising to see a player like Virat Kohli struggle
Yeah,
like that. We have seen him, I mean, in a similar T20 game against West Indies at the same venue where he was struggling and suddenly switched gears and won the game for India. So I was
correct.
expecting something similar from him, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. And he can have that off day. I mean, he's such a big player and he's done wonders for India and even for RCB. We can give that that liberty to him and that leverage that okay, you can have an off day, and still they won. That's the most important
Yeah,
point, that they've got 2 points. So I feel the strike rate can be kept on the back burner,
exactly.
and I mean they should just now focus on the game tomorrow.
Okay, but when it comes to the fixtures, you said points to be shared. So there's no much of a discussion when it comes to these things. It's time. Let's move on to the top three players to watch out for. So here are the six players I have for myself: Shubman Gill, Rashid Khan, and David Miller. And for the Royal Challenge Bangalore has to be Virat Kohli. Rajat Patidar look wonderful, and a flat pitch like the Narendra Modi Stadium, I am expecting Will Jacks to shine. Talk us through these six players, please.
Yeah, I mean, it will be important, especially for Virat. He has to prove his critics wrong again. Unfortunately, a guy like him has to, prove at this time and at this age where he has achieved almost everything, barring the trophy. But coming on, so yeah, he has to perform again. Shubman Gill, another guy, 890 runs odd last season, struggling this season. It's again heartbreaking to see a guy who was smashing England in the Test series and now struggling for runs, even not scoring at Ahmedabad, which is his favorite venue. So he also has a point to prove. David Miller again, he got a good 50 odd against DC, and he needs to score. He's coming off an injury, he's coming off a layoff. So again, he's the pivotal man in that middle order. Siraj, for the World Cup perspective, needs to prove he was economical, but the wickets aren't coming. So yeah, I mean, all the six guys, Rashid Khan again, back injury issues, and now
Yep,
suddenly, being wicketless, going for runs. I mean, that's surprising to see. Uh, Not only against Rishabh, he has that matchup that Rishabh dominates him, but even against
correct.
the other the other sides, he's not the same Rashid Khan with the ball. And with the bat, he's doing the job, but with the ball, he's more important. So all six guys have a point to prove. So
Okay, okay. So you're saying all six guys have a point to prove. When it comes to key skills, we should definitely have battles out there. Let's take a look into the battles in this game. Here are three battles for me, Deepu. A Mohammad Siraj versus Shubman Gill at the top. We might have a Rajat Patidar, who's a wonderful player of spin against Rashid Khan, and a Mohit Sharma versus DK at the death. Which one are you definitely excited to watch out?
I mean, the first two battles, obviously, Shubman Gill against Mohammad Siraj, two best players for India in the current lot, and both are hungry for results. So yeah, that will be an
Both are
exciting
hungry for
factor.
results. Both are also hungry for the spot in the World Cup as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And Siraj, I mean, among the current bowlers with now Shami ruled out. I mean, he is set to fly to US and
Okay.
West Indies, but still he needs that mojo to be in that contention to be in the playing 11. So both these guys are hungry, and Shuman is actually fighting for a spot because Yashasvi is doing well. Rohit himself is there, and apart from that, there isn't a spot for Shuman Gill
Yep.
as of now. So yeah, both are hungry. Second one again, Rajat Patidar against not only Rashid but even Noor as well, and
Yep.
Sai Kishore. All three are quality spinners for GT. So I mean, and the way he batted against Mayank Markandale last time around, this won't be the case because both
It's a different
Rashid,
task.
Noor, and Mayank, there is a class apart difference. So yeah, it will be a stern test for someone like a Rajat Patidar.
Okay, so you have summed it up. But DK versus Mohit Sharma, the death could be a good thing as well if it goes down to the wire. We're done with the battles. Let's straight away move on to the predicted playing 11. Here is the GT 11. I don't think so. There will be any changes for you, Deepu. Here is what I have: unchanged 11. They performed well, but it was just a little bit of shot here and there.
Yeah, I mean there can be. I'm expecting a slight change, but again in place of whom. So I am expecting a Spencer Johnson coming in just for that. For a matchup against Virat. He's
But it's a
susceptible
day
against.
game, so I
Yeah,
am very. It's very unlikely to see that. We are expecting
unlikely,
a
but
Spencer Johnson in this team, but I don't think so. It's going to happen just because the day game. Both the Afghanis will bowl in tandems in the middle overs expected. Going to the Royal Challengers Bangalore, coming off a victory against SRH, definitely unchanged.
yeah, I mean why to change a winning squad, and especially when you have won a game after exactly 1 month. They won on 25th of March last time, and again they won on 25th of April. So why
Okay.
to change a squad which has finally won a game after 30 odd days? So yeah, no
So still no
changes
Maxwell.
expected. Maxwell, I mean, he has clearly ruled himself out. He himself doesn't want to play, so why to force someone? And Jax has done enough to cement his place at least for this season. We don't know about the future, but at least he's now he's settled in and he's playing that role. So yeah, let him be.
Okay, so you have summed it up the playing 11 as well. Let's straight away move on to the predictions time now. The Deepu match number 45. It's a day game at the Narendra Modi Stadium. GT versus RCB. Where is the pendulum heading towards? Give your percentage for this day game.
I mean, it's quite confusing to say, but heart says RCB because they are on a roll. I mean, they won just one game, but I am expecting a rolling performance from them
Okay.
tomorrow. But GTR again different side at home. So I feel it's 51-49 at the moment in favor of GT.
Okay, 51-49 in favor of GT, says Deepu. Very tight game, and the predictions are also tight. Let's take a look into the second game of the day. It's going to Chepauk, CSK versus SRH. Let's go to the second game. Match number 2 of the Super Sunday, and now we have shifted from the Narendra Modi Stadium to the Chidambaram Stadium. It's CSK versus SRH. Huge game, I must say, for the top of the table or playoff spot. You might say both teams coming out of a loss, especially with Chennai losing at home. So, how important is this 2 points for both the sides?
I mean, both for both the sides, maybe more so for Chennai. They are at six below DC, and also the fact that I don't know if it's good to relate, but the egos might be hurt because losing at Chepauk,
Losing at
and
home, yep.
surprisingly lost three last season, which isn't the CSK case. Eventually, they won the tournament, but still, losing at home, it's something which is
Yep.
franchise like CSK might not be proud of. So yeah, it's important for in terms of CSK's perspective that they win today.
Okay, so it's important for CSK to win today at home, says Deepu. I won't waste much of a time. Let's straight away move on to the head-to-head between CSK and SRH. It's 20 matches played between each other, 16, 14 rather, towards CSK, 6 only towards SRH. Dominating stats, definitely not surprising. But when you've spoken about MH Chidambaram Stadium, we all see a sea of yellow. will we see a little bit of orange today?
See again, as just the matchup suggests. I mean, there is no other side. I think maybe MI might just have be a little bit ahead. There's no other
Okay,
side, no other side which CSK hasn't dominated. They've dominated almost every other side, and it's nothing surprising. And at Chepauk, I mean, it's Chepauk and yellow go hand in hand. So I don't see a chance of orange. Maybe
okay,
on the pitch it might be possible, but in this chance, I feel it will be a sea of yellow with Talai
okay.
being there, so yeah, I mean, no chance of orange.
No chance for an orange Deepu in the stands at the stadium. Let's straight away move on to the pitch report of the MI Chidambaram Stadium. This is a fortress, we all call it, which was breached the last game against the Lucknow Super Giants. But still, it's a night game. We saw a lot of dew in the previous game. So toss is crucial, I must tell you, Deepu, out here.
Yeah, the toss will be crucial. With dew forming in, and it's something unpredictable with dew coming in or not. Similar to Delhi, it has been a little bit of a mystery, and also the fact that Chepauk, whenever the red soil is used, even if the dew is there, the pitch remains dry and the turn is there. So it also depends on which type of pitch they are going to make.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that this will be a turning track, the old Chepauk, because
Okay.
the free flowing batter which SRH have, they'll give them the maximum amount of trouble, and the spinners which Chennai have, they are definitely class apart for from what SRH have. So I feel that it's going to be a ranked turner coming up, or at least
A
the
rank
pitch
turner.
with yeah.
Okay, so rank turner, a pitch which will suit the spinner, says Deepu. Let's straight away move on to the key insights we have learned from the previous game. Starting with the home side, the Chennai Super Kings. Ruturaj got a captain's 100 in the previous game. It was wonderful to see that. Shivam Dubey and his power hitting. Does he sum it up and get a spot in the World Cup flight as well? And weakness continues for CSK in the bowling department. Remember, they will lose Mustafizur Rahman probably after this game or maximum after the Punjab game as well.
Yeah, I mean, Rutu got a great turn. Rahane has been concerning in the opening spot. They have dropped Rachin. Mitchell hasn't been able to, live up to his price and his reputation for what he did in the World Cup. So I'm expecting a few changes. Again, I mean, Rachin slots back in, Mitchell drops out, and
Absolutely.
Rahane at 3 or 4, whatever his spot is. And I was quite surprised to see Rachin being dropped, and CSK doesn't make any changes for a team which played a guy like Watson the whole season, even after flopping
Mhm.
for what maybe or 8 or 10 odd games. I feel it was quite surprising to see that change, but I
Is it the
feel that
new captain that is taking decisions?
yeah, maybe, and could be because it's important that they get over from one guy and focus on the future, and Rutu is definitely one along with Flem and all the company.
Yeah,
So I mean that can be the case, and but I feel that these guys might just go back to their original strategy of getting Rachin Ravindra back in, getting the quick runs from him, and also the fact that he's himself a spinner and can offer a variety of spin here. Epoch, which
absolutely.
is I'm expecting to be a turner. So we can see plenty of changes, and also the fact that Mustafizur won't be available after the Punjab game, so yeah, bowling has to be looked upon because it's currently Pathirana who is holding the key. Even
One
Jed,
man
even
show.
yeah, even
Absolutely,
a
you
guy
said
like
it right.
Jadeja is struggling. Even a guy like
Yeah,
Jadeja is also struggling. So I mean, it's quite surprising, and so yeah, it's important that they get the bowling tactics sorted.
absolutely correct. And it's concerning for Team India as well. Jadeja is bowling. But the two games they have Chennai Super Kings, SRH, and Punjab, though at home, do you see 4 points?
Yeah, I see 4 points, but SRH can be a little bit tricky. Those points can be too hard on points. Even though a guy like Pat Cummins hasn't played much, but
Yeah.
he's winning everything right now. So this is just a league game. So
Can he
we can
silence
see.
Chipok?
Uh, I mean that the crowd is so such loyal. I mean, so he might be able to silence them, but he can't stop the chairs. So maybe, maybe is the answer as of now. But I have a feeling that Chennai will be able to dominate SRH. And coming to Punjab game, I mean that was a phenomenal chase from the Punjab Kings,
Mhm.
260 odd against KKR. But I just feel that that was a one-off, and this side is currently struggling. They have been inconsistent, so I feel CSK will easily be able to dominate Punjab.
Okay, so they will be dominating both the fixtures. SRH being a little bit tricky, says Deepu. Going to their opponents with the Sunrisers Hyderabad. The previous game they lost against Bangalore at their own home game, but their openers did not fire, which was clicking every single game. This time they had to chase a target rather than defend a 200 plus target. Klassen choked in a run chase once again, and SRH bowling still is a weakness. I'm telling this time and time again. SRH and KKR's bowling is a huge weakness for this side.
Yeah, I mean, definitely they are a weakness, and also the fact that toss will definitely matter again in this case too. Even though I didn't wanted it, but it will matter because the tactics and the combination is such of SRS that they prefer batting first, and I'm expecting the sides to bat first tomorrow, irrespective of whatever the conditions are, because that is what SRH is. They like to defend their targets and just try to bat out the opposition from from ball one itself. So yeah, if there is another chase, see, the game is on, coming on to SRH. And next game, I think it's against Rajasthan, right? So another tough game too. So two really tough games for SRH, one at home, one away, two top sides. And CSK is a wounded lion coming up, and
Yeah.
especially at Chepauk, so, it won't be easy. Rajasthan are on a different level at the moment. They have almost, one foot in the playoffs, 16 points, one loss. So yeah, the road is not easy for SRH at all.
Okay, so the road is not easy for SRH at all, says Deepu. We will see what happens. Both the games are tough. Let's straight away move on to the top three players to watch out for. Here are the three players I have chosen out here: Ruturaj Gaikwad, a Pathirana, and a Shivam Dube, because I think Shivam Dube loves playing at Chepauk. Going to their opponents, Pat Cummins and his skills might be handy with his off cutters and everything. Abhishek Sharma can expert the power play. Somebody like a Deepak Char, he can go over the infield, and Abdul Samad. Talk us through these six players. Any changes for you?
SRH, I mean, I wasn't expecting all the last two, but I feel yes, they'll be there. Abhishek Sharma, and he'll be hungry to go, and he hasn't been converting the stats. He's getting the 40 odd of 12 ball, but he looks all set to get get a big one, and he is due. The way he is playing. So Abhishek Sharma is definitely there. Abdul Samad, maybe no. I'll pick an Aiden Makram instead of him because he hasn't been
Okay.
scoring the runs. It's all Klassen, Head, Abhishek, and all these three guys have been doing. Shabazz has been doing really well along with Nitish Reddy lower down the order. But it's important that Aiden Makram also gets into the batting groove, not only
Okay.
for the tournament but coming for World Cup ahead in for South Africa. So yeah,
Okay.
I feel it's Aiden Makram who has a clock ticking on his head, because there is a Glenn Phillips who's waiting in the wings from
Yeah.
since the start. So yeah, so it's Aiden Makram coming on to Chennai. I feel Shivam Dube has been the linchpin of this batting lineup. He has been scoring day in and day out. The one game that he didn't score against LSG, CSK lost. So just tells how important he is. Patirana again and the captain Ruturaj himself. So I feel maybe no, not Rutu. I'll pick Rahane here instead because he is
Okay.
also due. So I just feel that he has a big day coming up.
Okay. So you have summed up the six players pretty much well. You have given your choices as well. Let's straight away move on to the top three battles we have in this game. Here are three batters, Deepu. Ruturaj Gaikwad versus Shivam Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. I'm sorry. At the top, Travis Head versus Mustafiz Rahman. His cutters might just be handy in the power play. And Henrik Klassen versus Ravindra Jadeja. Three top battles I have picked. Which one are you definitely watching out?
All three. I mean, all three are lip smacking battles. With Bhuvi, with his swing up front against Ruturaj and Rachin Ravindra. I mean, he'll be a lethal weapon in the power play. I think, and second is that Mustafizur versus Head. Yeah, that definitely, as you summed up, his cutters will come in handy on this lower surface, which I am expecting.
Yeah.
Ravindra Jadeja and Heinrich Klaasen is something which I am also waiting for. I think he got him in the World Cup, and the emotional outcry which was there last year around, I think due to that catch issue which was there, and again the next ball he got a wicket, and he was Jadeja was, I think storming into Heinrich Klaasen and said a few words as well. So from that emotional kind of a thing, I'm expecting something spicy up here from this battle. So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
all I'm excited for the game and all the three battles.
Excited for the game. Excited for all the three battles, says Deepu. No surprises about that. Let's straight away move on to the predicted playing 11. Going to the Chennai Super Kings, I have got back Rachin Ravindra into the side because I think so. They shouldn't change their balance. No, Darren Mitchell makes my team. Moeen Ali continues because they have a couple of left-handed batsmen in the top order for the SRH. Do you see a spot for somebody like a Teekshana here and there for Moeen Ali, or this is a good 11?
I feel this is a good 11 because if you pick Theekshana, you are not only compromising with a batter, which CSK needs apart from Dubey. Dhoni comes in late and Jadeja, is eating up balls at number 4. So I just feel he's not scoring the runs, he's scoring at a low clip. So I feel Theekshana might just, you are just compromising with the batter, which is important and an important hour of the game right now with 200 being chased and scored for fun. I feel Theekshana doesn't find a spot. So I feel I'll stick with the same 11 with Patirana as the impact player. So not much changes.
Okay, not much changes for you when it comes to Chennai Super Kings. Going to their opponents, the Sunrisers Hyderabad, they can make a few changes. I've gone with the same 11. Probably somebody like a Washington Sundar instead of anybody because CSK has a few left-handed batsmen.
Can be, but the Aussie. I mean, the way Pat Cummins said that they are going to attack with the similar mindset, and I am not expecting much changes from this one loss because it was just a rare off day for these guys and Aussies. Guys like Pat Cummins is not believed to make much changes. There
So
is
the
a Daniel
off-spin
Berto.
duty can be done by somebody like a Markram and a Travis Head.
Yeah, I mean that can be a possibility, and Head, might just be licking his lips that he's being used as an impact where he might just have made a chuckle to Pat Cummins that include
Yeah.
him as a fielder who can obviously chip in and he's no muck with the ball. We have seen it. So it's that these two can be the one chipping in, and I think maybe there can be a possibility. There will be a possibility that Abhishek Sharma also, is bowling the first over for
Yeah.
SRH, and Cummins is, himself bowling office into the wicket. So yeah, I mean they have enough arsenal, and there's no need for change just after one loss.
No needed of changes just after one loss for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. No changes in the playing 11 for both the sides. Let's straight away move on to the predictions time now. So match number 46, the night game of Super Sunday, Chennai versus SRH at Chepauk. What's your percentage, Deepu?
Uh, I feel it will be, if not 51-49, I'll say 50-50.
50-50. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are doing well and just coming off losses unfortunately. Okay, I'll change it to 60-40. Okay, because it's at Chepauk and Chennai are expected to win. I'm
Okay.
not expecting a breach here now, so yeah, I'll say Chennai is winning this one.
Okay, so he has changed his prediction, ladies and gentlemen, just because it's Chepauk. 60-40 towards Chennai. He has set his first on 51-49 towards the home side GT. We're done with the predictions. Thank you so much, Deepu. Thank you to all the viewers who have watched this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Sit back and enjoy a Super Sunday doubleheader. Till then, thank you so much and bye bye.